Hey, what's up guys? My name is CJ or Me+Pi and welcome to my Mad Angel guide. This guide is intended for everyone. If you haven't done the quest yet, I promise you can eat through the boss fight. I'm going to show you how to maximize your experience with the Mad Angel regardless of your level or gear. Let's get to it. Fastest way to get to the boss if you don't have the teleports is to use your Slayer ring and run north. If you don't have Slayer rings, the Necklace of Passage is for you. The Mad Angel's mechanics are fairly simple. She has a standard attack and 3 specials. For her standard attack, simply protect from melee, and this will reduce her max hit from 31 to 5. The Mad Angel has no order to how she uses her special attacks. The Mad Angel will throw out an orb. You need to stand on the shadow, reflecting it back to the boss 3 times, and then it will disappear. Failing to do so will deal about 30 damage to your character. When you see the Mad Angel lift her wing, that means she's about to cleave her sword across the arena. You will need to go to the opposite side of her sword, so what I do is I look for her back. And as long as you're on the correct side when she swings, your next hit splat specifically, will have a minimum hit of 50% of your max. So depending on your gear setup, it could be worth switching to a single hit splat weapon during this attack. Getting hit by the cleave will do about 25 damage, and protect from melee will reduce that. When you see the boss charging up, this is her magic attack. You can parry this attack using protect from magic. An easy visual cue is for when the wings fully extend. Every parry will give you a free max hit for your next hit splat. Once the boss is under 350 health, enrage phase will begin. This extends the parry attack to 3 hits. The charge up pattern for this is 4 ticks, and 2 ticks, which allows us to do a couple of things. You can 1 tick flick it, but my preferred method is alternate flicking. This is good practice for the blobs in the Inferno. Getting the timing wrong on your protect from magic will reduce the damage you take, and missing the parry entirely will deal about 30 per hit. I wanted to give a few bonus tips before we move on to gear. During the orb attack, the boss will not chase the player down until after the first orb has been reflected back to the boss. This way you won't fake yourself out and leave the shadow early. I'd recommend using a plugin like Better NPC Highlight or NPC Indicators. You can get a tile outline of the boss so you can consistently move 2 tiles diagonally during the cleave attack and keep the boss in the middle of the arena so you don't have to deal with the walls. If you're using a 5-tick weapon, try to click the boss at the same time as the first parry. This way you can get all 3 punishes. It's about 5 seconds faster to leave and reset the boss than to wait for it to respawn naturally. Unless you mess up really bad, keeping your health above 60 pretty much guarantees you cannot die here. And with that, let's talk about gear. Depending on what you've got, you're going to want a normal weapon, a punish weapon, and a spec weapon. I made this spreadsheet with a couple gear setups so you can compare the different weapons you might have. With a lot of downgrades, full Blood Moon is going to be the best, but you might also prefer the Zombie Axe or Zamorak and Hosta. For the punish weapon, I prefer a 4-tick weapon because the boss cleaves pretty fast in the enrage phase, so I don't like to miss out on potential free damage. And unless you're perfect timing your triple hit with a 5-tick, you will be missing out on damage. For your special attack weapon, if you've got really good gear and the boss is dying fast, a damage spec is going to be the best. But if you don't have one of the big 3, I would probably recommend using a Dragon Warhammer. The damage spec is going to propel you to the enrage phase sooner, so you're able to get more free damage to the boss's special attacks. Your inventory should look something like this. I would really recommend Thralls and maybe Death Charge. And now you're an expert on the Mad Angel. Thank you guys very much for watching. I tried to be very thorough with this guide, so I'd really appreciate a like and subscription on the channel. Good luck on the grind. Peace, peace, peace.